Alright. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I think. I hope. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. It might blow up. It might blow up. Hmm. Where is... Where is it? Motherfucker, where is it? Okay. Kind of rude. Why'd you kick me out of YouTube? Sorry, I'm having to like do gymnastics to look around my webcam, and oh, that probably did not look too great. All right. Okay. 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 I think mostly good to go. Wait, wait. No, we're not. I lied. I lied. It would appear I lied. Okay. Almost done. Fine. We're just we're only one now. You know. All right. As per as per usual, I am only once the stream is starting putting up the I'm live fucking. Oh, okay. I don't want to hear that. No. Okay. Posting it in a. Oh my god. Every time I just get fucking blasted when I open TikTok. Alright, I'm gonna put a random song that I can't hear because I'm on mute. Alright. Alright, alright. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're gonna be good. Yeah, okay, so the plan for today, once I'm done the stuff I probably should have done before stream, but hey, I was helping a friend, okay? Um, once we're done that, it's drawing. Originally, I wanted to do Webtoon Bingo, but I don't really have the voice for that. I think I might be starting some sort of common cold. I don't know. I'm trying to look up while I do this so it doesn't look complete dookie. Okay, it's putting a random audio on my. What is this? You know what? I'm just gonna put it. Don't care. I'm just crazy like that. I'm kind of a loose cannon, as they say. But yeah, after that, we're just gonna be drawing. We're gonna be designing characters. I wasn't sure I wanted to do this on stream because a lot of it is just me looking for pictures. But for this specific stuff, I've already got a lot of pictures, and also there's a lot of different things I could. Anyways, there's a lot of options, so it's gonna be OC stuff, basically. Stop! I'm not trying to put a fucking GIF. I want to put a link on the Instagram story, please. All right. Hopefully, everything works as it should, and I'm not gonna miss anything. Hopefully. But anyways, welcome everyone. The plan is to draw. How that's gonna go, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Although lately I've been playing around with a like looser style. Well, more painterly, I should say. It's not really loose. It's more painterly. And it's kind of baller. It's kind of baller. All right. You can't see it, but I'm licking my lips. Freaky style. Doing like the one guy dressed in yellow behind the tree. He's going like some like housefly action. If you're catching my drift. Or maybe you're not. Okay. Aha, my stuff did stay. Let's go. Love to see it. Okay, there we go. Okay. This should be good. This should be good. You know what? Like, yeah, let's go for the pensive. Let's go for the pensive look this stream. I usually go for arms crossed. We can be pensive today. Yup. Yeah, and we can just yap and talk about the art process. You know, this one goes out to my art nerds. You know what? We feeling music, fellas? Are we feeling the music? That question sounds like the start of a plot to a bad movie. I think there might be music playing already. I cannot hear what it is, though. Ah, that's what it is. You know what? That's fine. One day I'd like to do a video where it's a try not to laugh challenge, but it's just me listening to like a compilation of farts. I would lose, but I think how I lose is where the fun begins. Because the fact that I will lose, well, that's kind of assured, but all right, so welcome to the stream. Today we draw. That's the goal. That is the main goal. No. That's just moving everything. That's not what I want. All right. Okay. All right. Just rubbing my head. Okay. So, I forgot about this, but apparently I was working on something. OC stuff. But I don't think I'm going to work on that. I feel like I want to work on a design more than this. It's mostly practice drawing kids, because I can't really draw kids. Right. Yeah, so these are examples of other designs I kind of worked on in the looser style. I really like both of them, but I think this one might be my favorite. And then we got this one. Oh, we also have a work in progress. This one. Yahoo. So there's options. There's options here. Oh, I also don't need to be hearing the music. Alright. That's for you guys. For me, I'm hearing enough, I fear. Who we working on? Who we working on? Honestly, I might just start by just like doodling cats, because I'm kind of in a mood to do that. Lately, I've been trying to do like stylized, very stylized, and yet still keep like resemblance. So we're gonna see how that goes, I guess. I'm also very slow every time I. You know what might be more fun? Hey, why didn't change my stream name in info? Flipping the road, NA. Okay. It's updated. Let's go. Okay. There's a couple of options. We could work on this stuff. We could also work on actually a design for my fuck ass yaoi story. My yaoi parody, which some of you may have heard by now. Because I do yap on it about it, mostly on stream. Where? Oh, there it is. So, oh, whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally hit the button on my tablet. So, how's everyone doing recently? How's everyone going? I haven't posted a lot, but I have been like working on some stuff. So, what folder is this going to be in? Okay, those are the references. Okay, that's that. Is this it? Ah, yes. Okay. So, this is I posted a speed paint for this. This is my most recent design for my my fuck ass yaoi. You might tell by the pointy chin. It's not as pointy as it could be, but this guy's not a main character, so he doesn't get as many privileges. You know, his chin doesn't get to be as pointy. His lips don't get to be as egregiously long. But you can mostly tell this is for my joke yaoi compared to my other designs by the hands. Which, yeah. Yep. This guy is, I don't know if I've talked about the plot. Basically, I could show you the characters. Oh, was it that? Okay, so basically this guy is, we got deuterogynous. For anyone who knows what that means, any nerds up in chat, that means there's two protagonists, and they're these guys, and they're also gonna be the lovers, and they're gonna be the yowers and the yaoi, you know, the boys and the boys' love, the men in the men's love, however you wanna spin it. So we got these two. This guy. Can you see my cursor actually? I don't know if I put in cursor capture. I think you can, right? Well, you know what? If not, I'll just put it on a separate layer and just draw. Okay, so basically this guy, you can tell who I'm talking about by the by the arrow. Yep. This guy, he is an idol, and I don't want to say too much, but basically he like pretends to be nice and like, oh, he's so kind and considerate to his fans, but he's actually kind of an asshole. And then this guy, he's in the French mafia. Who dares text me? Anyways, this guy is in the French mafia, and the plot starts. I can tell you how the plot starts. It's not much of a spoiler. So this guy, by the way, he's a Japanese idol, so I might fuck up his name, but anyways, Onara is this guy, right? And he, like I said, he's a little bit of an asshole, and he could be a little bit self-centered. So story starts, and we see him in private dealing with someone, and he's like, hey, I want my fucking snails, my escargot, you know, fucking the fucking French ones with the fucking the French snails. Yeah, that's what this guy wants. But there's actually a shortage of it, right? He wants an escargot, but they're being controlled by the mafia. And that's how he ends up interacting with this guy, which, if you recall, he's from the French mafia. Escargot, French. This guy's name is Cell. So. And that's how they end up interacting. But this guy, he's not a solo Japanese idol. He's in a group with 3 other members, so they're 4 total. And the other guy you saw. Oh, getting mixed up in my folders. This guy, he's one of the group members. He's got a pretty different vibe compared to to the other guy, but you know, that's okay. They gotta have their individual tropes, you know? What's his name again? Oh my god, brain fart. I named too many characters in like one sitting. Let me look at my notes, okay? Gonna look at my notes to know my own character's name. It's because I'm working on like 3 stories at once, okay? Give me a break. His name is Yai. Which I hopefully am not butchering that too much because he is Thai. And I do not know Thai. I do not know the ways. I do not know. I am a fool. Send me to Thailand and I am but a fool. Hello. Welcome. Oop. Oh no, did it close Clip Studio Paint when I left? That's kind of rude. Okay, apparently it did. Darn. Hello, welcome. I was just given the brief overview of the very short story behind the few characters I've got designed for my Yaoi parody, and you can tell they're for my Yaoi parody by the size of the hands. I'm unsure if I'm gonna work on these guys and make maybe another member of the main band, or maybe work on these characters, which is not for a joke. It's for like a more serious story that I would write after, but I'm thinking maybe the hands, because I want to write the Yaoi one first, and I gotta have the designs to write it. So, you know what I mean? I'm thinking. So some of the main characters I gotta design, are the other 2 members of the boy band the main character is in, because he's an idol and the other guy's a mafia member, so of course. And then for the other story with the different art style that's not got ginormous hands, for a lack of a better description for this one, well, I've got too many characters to design, I fear, so I wouldn't really know where to start. But, oh, those are all the Yaoi references I originally used. We don't need those anymore. Oh. Oh, wow. I don't remember. That's... How peculiar. How interesting. Okay, well that can... Okay, this has to be a parody. Why do I have all this crap, for lack of a better name, on my... Ugh. Okay. What is this? Okay. Nothing, that's what it is. Okay. We can delete all of that. So, I don't know if anyone's got a preference. I honestly don't entirely know if I'm feeling something more serious or I'm feeling the yaoi. I might have to go with the yaoi. So the plot, basically, we got this guy. It's a story. We got two protagonists that are also the love interest. They're the yowers, if you will. The boys that are in love, the men that are in love. These two guys. This guy this guy here, his name is Onara. He is a Japanese idol in a group. And he pretends to be very nice and polite. He's like PR trained, you know, in front of the fans. But whenever he's alone, he's got a little bit of a temper, to say the least. Then we got this guy, who is French mafia guy named Cell. And, well, the main reason they end up interacting is because this guy, like I said, he can be a little bit obnoxious, and turns out he really likes escargot, like the French snail, you know, they're like black and like cooked in, I think, like probably butter, all the butter, garlic, that sort of stuff. He really wants them, but the escargot are in the hands of the mafia. The yakuza they've got a monopoly on the snails. So, because of that, business is not going well in Japan, and the guy from the French mafia, because escargot are French, right? The guy from the French mafia pulls up, and he's in Japan to solve the snail issue. And because he's here to solve snail issue, and this guy really wants snails, but also he's rich and famous, they end up interacting. So, we've also got the one character from the same boy group Onara is in, called Yai. Hopefully I'm saying that like loosely right, because his name is, he's Thai, and unfortunately I'm uncultured. I do not know the way. I don't know. I feel like I think I'll draw these guys, because like I said, this story's coming first, so I think it makes more sense to get the character designs. Also, it's easier to do on stream because I'm so slow when it comes to drawing on stream. So, all right, but yeah. So this is the recent guy, and we've got two more we need to make for the band to be complete. We've got one called Beatsy, and the other is called Mimiaka. So, love the outfits, thank you. You know what I love? I'm just playing. Don't want hand accusations to come in, okay? And yeah, obviously there's gonna be a lot of, for lack of a better word, a lot of bullshit's gonna ensue. Also, just a little fun trick. I mentioned it last stream, but that was really quick. So a lot of people probably weren't there, but bro beat me to it. I was just gonna write the fucking, I don't think it works if it's all caps, unfortunately. I don't think I made it work if it's all caps. I think it has to be small caps. Does it? I don't know. Oh, no, okay, can be all caps. That works, apparently. Gee, okay, well, there's also another one. Oh, if I'm already emo and someone writes bald again, then it's gonna, you know, like emo, it switches it again. So you can counter each other here. You can fight. I can manually turn it off, but unless someone turns it off or I remember to do it, it stays that way. So, and there's also this one too. Yep. So you can emo battle it out or bald battle it out in chat, you know? Yep. Yes, someone made themselves known. Hold up only to write hashtag emo in chat and then I don't know. Who knows what happened? Who knows? Alright. Oh, okay. I don't like the implications of that. Is this Krita? No, it's Clip Studio Paint. I bought the expensive version when I was in high school and I had a job, but I didn't really have to pay for much. Good thing I did, because I couldn't afford that nowadays. And it is a lifetime. That's why I have the older version and not... They released one, and it's like live subscription, I think. You have to keep paying for it every month. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't care. I don't care how many 3D model options you add. I'm not paying for it. Oh, one thing I did recently. I don't know if this is the cause for my voice, or if I was kind of getting sick. I think I was kind of getting sick beforehand. But, recently, I've been wanting to, like, voice act for years. Like, literally since elementary school. Because I was like, that is so cool. And, recently I did it. My goal, one of my goals for 2026 was to audition for a voice acting thing, so I did that. But then I also decided to look at more auditions, and there was this one fan game that was looking for like 27 roles to be filled, and I applied to 15 of them in one shot. So, kind of screwed myself over a little bit there, but hey, it was fun. It was fun. So, alright. Now, all of the members of the band of the Yowie group, okay? I should just tell you their name. They're called Buesty. For like Beauty and the Beast. You combine Beauty and Beast, you get Buesty. So that's what the boy group is called that one of the main characters is in. It's horrible, and it makes me laugh every time I say it. But obviously they gotta be tropes. I can't not have them be tropes. This is the emo guy, of course. Hello, welcome. Oh my god, we got a whole crew up in here. Let's go. So, yeah, so we have the main character. He's got tropes, but he's less of like a first impact trope. There's a lot of tropes, but they're layered, you know? You wanna know the funny thing? It's a fucking Danganronpa fan game. It did look pretty sick, though. It did look pretty sick. And it was like a fan creation thing. It was like inspired. They were new characters, but I fear, I've seen some voice actors say it takes them years before they can, like, play a game they voiced in. Just because they gotta, like, get over the cringe. And depending on what role I had to fill, I might have that. It was something. There was one, character that's, like, an evil scientist. And I tried doing, like, evil laughs to get in the zone. And then I ended up laughing at my own evil laugh so hard that I choked halfway through. And I just decided to keep it in. I just decided to keep it in. I was like, you know what? Hey, maybe this disqualifies me. I don't care, but it would be really funny. Anyways, so yeah, I've been just auditioning for random shit. I don't even care what it is, as long as it seems like pretty cool. I'm like, hell yeah. You gotta start somewhere. You want to like a random fucking, you want a slug in your game that has 2 lines to say something? I'll do it. I'll do it for free. I don't care. I'm in it for the love of the game, bro. I'm in it for the love of the game. Also, I did audition for one British character in there. And, hey, I do British accent sometimes, but it's usually like this. It's not a normal British accent. It's a wee bit extreme. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to like tone it down, which was a little bit difficult. A wee bit difficult for me, innit? So yeah. But yeah, maybe one day I will be voicing random shit. So. But yeah, before I used to find my own voice way too cringe, but doing YouTube, I've had to hear my own voice so much that I've kind of stopped having that cringe reflex. I don't know, I feel like it's a near universal thing to like, if you don't get used to it, you know, you just cringe forever at your own voice. It was definitely something for me. Especially because I feel like every time I listen to my own voice, I don't know. Sometimes it's not even cringe, sometimes it just hurts my ears, bro. Working on an animation, honestly, why not, bro? Why not? I'd be down. Anyone want random voices? Hey, one thing I won't do is like hentai straight up. Unless it's like a joke, I'm willing, but like for real hentai, no. And then the other thing or there was something else I was gonna say. Slurs. Yeah, I won't say slurs. That's the other one. But otherwise, if you got something to voice and you want a random fucking person voicing it, if you think my voice could fit, I can also pull something crazy, you know? You know, I can pull like a fucking Mayrin from Black Butler or something, you know? Pull a wee something crazy out of me ass crack, innit? I gotta stop. There's a point where I used to do the British accent so much that it would hurt my mouth and my cheeks. Yeah. Yeah, okay. But anyways, I will temporarily pause with the yapping to at least get started on the character. I want to make one that, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but it's not for a major plot point. I want one to have, like, they usually have like a cutesy younger character in a lot of groups, like a trope where it's like, oh, he's the younger one. He's all like, hee cute. Oh, the little baby, you know? It makes me cringe, but to each their own. I want a guy to really fit into that trope visually, but whenever he takes his shirt off, he's like ripped. He's built like a fucking bulldozer, bro, okay? Like, takes his shirt off, he's got a 20-pack. He's got a 24-pack even, bro. So, I think that'd be pretty fun. He's gonna look very cutesy vibe. But then also he's gonna be lifting like 5 people's weight worth at the gym. Like he could, with both arms, he could like lift up his entire, like all the members of his boy group. He could like fucking bench press all of them. You know what I mean? So. And then the other option is, I'm not too sure. Again, I want to, they've all got to be tropes. That's the goal. They got to be tropes. But anyways. Right, so we can have one guy who is, I want, like, their personalities will be different tropes. Like, I want a trope for the personality. I want, like, another trope. Like, all of the compartments that make them up are all going to be different tropes, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So. I don't know if you were trying to write bait or baka, and I don't know which one is worse. This is worse. Oh, bald. Okay. Should I make one for hashtag baka, bro? There's this one YouTuber that I occasionally encounter the videos of, and they seem fully fine. Actually, there's two, but I'm talking about one specifically that makes me cringe so bad, and I just avoid them because I'm like, they're not hurting anyone. That's just me, okay? That's just something I gotta work within myself. But every time, like, sometimes they'll just throw in baka at the end of a sentence, and I'm like, hold my short ass, hold my hair that's not long enough to be held back. I'm like, you know? But, yeah. I struggle with it, bro. And there's another, the other one doesn't even say baka or do anything, but bro, I just can't. Like, they seem like fine people, and I bet that in person they're fine, but like the character they put on, I just can't. I just cannot deal with that, bro. Right, so yeah, anyways, tropes. Time to brainstorm some tropes for the characters. And this is just one outfit of the main character, by the way. I could, like, give them a little bit of a makeover once I've done everyone, because since I did them first, maybe they'll look a little less, like, I feel like he's got a little less riz than his bandmate, you know what I mean? My friend commented Andre the Giant when I shared a picture of that, and that's literally all I can think of when I see that. Also, I know what you've done. Bald privilege is revoked. But, yeah. That's... So. The only people that I've currently got that I know will be, like, will date and have, like, a romance plot line are the main two. Which are the member of the band, this guy, Onara, and then the fucking French mafia guy, Cell. So these two are gonna date. And you can tell they're the main characters because they got the pointiest chin privileges. That's not something the others have earned yet. These guys have earned it through blood. Hello, oh my god, it's Fart Man. Oh my god, the goat. Haven't seen the goat in so long. Oh my god. And you return with even more aura than usual. That's crazy. This is the one time a cigar has ever been cool. This calls for a celebration. This calls for a celebration. Are you feeling festive yet? Amazing. Oh my god. All real grind. All real grinds. The fan art grind, so real. Very fartive. Oh my god. So true, so true. I've been busy with my education grind too. Hey, if any of you get busy, that's okay. You know, the worst that's gonna happen is I might be like, hope this person is alive and doing well, and they're just busy. But I will return, so, I might stop for a bit, but I will never stop for real, so you can just come and go as you need, I was gonna say something, more substantial there, but I didn't, so. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you've been doing well. That's what we love to hear. We love to hear touching grass, being busy with life, and fan art. Hope your stylist stopped running away, by the way. But yeah, okay. So, tropes. We got an emo slash serious guy already. That's Yai. Remove the tiny play in the background tab? They did? Bro, that's despicable behavior. That's fart-phobic. Fart-phobic, one might even say. I didn't even notice. That's so rude. Bro, I can't believe they did that. No. Like, background commentary is the best. That's so rude. Oh, where are those on different layers? What? Oh, okay. If anyone has any trope they think would be very funny to see, but literally, how are we, like, this is 2026. If you're not multitasking like 5 things at the same time, listening to like 3 videos, drawing, smoking a cigar with your toe, and taking a shit, what are you even doing? Are you even being productive, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, as I was saying too, the main character doesn't have that much, the main character in the band, this guy, doesn't have that much of a visual trope to him, so we could assign him something as well. Like, I'd be willing to give him a vibe makeover. Generally, he would stay similar, but, you know, he can't be the cutesy one, though. That just will not fit the plot. The cutesy visual. I mean, worst case, I could just pull up TV tropes, you know what I'm saying? We got the serious guy, we got the cutesy guy. We could have the jester, we could have the Yosuke's, the Ryuji's, you know? Low Kirky is crazy, by the way. Yeah. YI Otta is a good one. I do like doing that IRL. There's some like tropes that I want to throw in like in there. Like at some point, one guy's hands are gonna get even bigger, and it's like one guy's gonna like get a flu, and the flu's gonna make him shrink. That doesn't make sense, but that's the point of the story. And then there's gonna be a bunch of like those fucking yaoi poses where it's like the tiny guy in the hands of like the Andre the Giant. So, like, I'm gonna have tropes for episodes too, like plot tropes and stuff. So the YA Auto Mobster would be a good addition. Personally, I do really like that one too. That's a good one. I'm trying to think of tropes in like manhwa, but the issue is that the main ones are like the main character. If you think body horror is the weird part, it's gonna be something. I mean, look, you can't expect much when this is the build. You know what I'm saying? This is already body horror in my opinion, but okay, we got like Jester here. That would be a personality type. I don't know who's gonna have that. The straight man, not talking about heterosexual straight man. I'm talking about like the horror straight man, you know, the guy who's like very serious and that's like part of the joke. That's another option here. That would be pretty good, too. Duke of the North trope. You're right. Well, actually, the main character is already like a tsundere, kind of. But that's a good one. Just spouting fantasy things in a modern setting. Could have a character like, anyone who watched Psyche K who knows the magician who goes like, what does he goes? Très bien, or whatever. He could, like, there could be a character where it's like that. Where he's like, he thinks he's got powers and shit. He thinks he's got aura. No aura. But yeah, the main character, Loki, gonna be, because he's like, he thinks he's the shit, basically. Canonical LARPers. I mean, depends in what way, because the main character does, like, he's like, he's kind of a little bit of a, like a butthole. He's kind of a little bit rude. He's kind of not great. He, like, pretends to be like, oh my god, thank you, fans, when he's like, they can suck my nuts. So he's kind of like LARPing being a fan of his fans in that way, you know? He's like pretending. His fans will be like, what do you mean? That's not a title of a song of yours. Or like, he's like, oh yeah, you're right. Doesn't know shit. He's like bailing on the group the entire time. They can't kick him out because he's a Nepo baby. I don't think I've mentioned that yet, but... A little bit of both. A little bit of both. There's gonna be some randomly normal characters. I'm kind of wanting to go with the it's gonna be a bit of a weird world, but there's still gonna be like some stuff where it's like, it's strangely normal, where you wouldn't expect it, you know? I don't know how to say too much without spoiling, but also a good chunk of it is just vibes at the moment, and I'm kind of just making shit up as I go. Kinda type beat, I guess. So, mostly a weirdo and weirdo world, I would say, but we got a little bit of a, like, weirdo and normal world moment. Alright, good night, yes. Go to sleep not a gazillion hours late this time. That's good, I encourage that. We love to see a good sleep schedule. Good night and sleep tight, damn Tash. There's no bingo this time, so you're not going to be missing anything that you could not get by just watching because I'll put the recording on the channel if you do want to see what happens. Probably not anything crazy, but, you know. Good night. Alright. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling drawn like the really cutesy guy that's going to be ripped. He's gonna look like really cutesy, like hee. And then he's just like takes his shirt off. He's like built like a bulldozer, you know. He's got a 24-pack, and I'm not talking about beers. Oh, okay. Cat just ran in. Also, hello. Side character idea. Where are you? What are you doing? She heard me talking, now she's going sicko mode on the bed. Oh. Bro. Bro. You gotta chill out. Yeah? You wanna be pet, you gotta come on the chair. Yeah. Cat on the chair. I don't think she's gonna stay, she's way too hyper. Yep, she did not stay. She did not stay. Alright. I'm gonna use one of them as a reference, but I'm gonna make the other guy, like, really... Also, I gotta change the proportions of this guy, but... Oh, you wanna know a fun fact about this, about Onara? You saw live with only one viewer, that can't let that go. That's genuinely a line with so much aura. I can't lie. That's genuinely a line with so much aura. not under my watch type of line. Like, honestly, some of those are like trope-y, but like they're still so cool. They're so, imagine being the first person to say not under my watch, or I can't let that pass. Still has so much aura now, though. Okay, who are we using as a reference? Let's use the French guy. Basically, I'm just gonna draw like a basic body and then squish it down. Because he will be shorter than the others. I'm thinking like quite a bit shorter. And he's gonna look like, super cutesy. Again, but then he bench presses like fucking 400 kilograms at the gym or whatever. 8 times the aura. You know what? I think you cracked the code, and you know what? I think 67777 means times 67777 the aura as well. And I guess I got no multiplier on my aura because I got no numbers. All right. Also, I do want to have a scene where they randomly just get, like, the handsome Ochinchin vibe, you know? They just, like, randomly look like this, you know? Just for, like, a scene or something, or a panel. Nah, I had to, like, manually zoom into my computer. I had to, like, approach my face to see if I was seeing that emoji correctly. You know, aura happens in your mind, but I fear sick and twisted things happen too. To use 5 drooling emojis in a row. Oh my god. Oh wow. Anyways. Yeah, I've got a lot of scene ideas. So, I'm gonna be squeezing in as many tropes as I can. While still maintaining, there's just gonna be like a hint of a plot, you know? Kind of like Psyche K, I guess, in that way. Although, Psyche K is not a yaoi as far as I know. Unless I watched a different one than everyone else did. But what? Oh. Oh, I see. It's gonna look messed up, but that's because I'm making a base to, like, mess it up. Alright. So, we're gonna squish him down, like I said. He's gonna be squished down. Also, I've never been one to, like, really make my own brushes, because I kind of just don't, I'm not very, a little experimenting, but you'll be back. I trust. Oh, but I did make, like, a custom modification of the basic Clip Studio brush. And that's what I've been doing all of these with. Okay. Also, I thought it'd be funny to use the stupid, symmetry ruler. They do love using those, and I want to put 3D assets in the background too. And, there's gotta be 3D assets, and there's gotta be a lot of symmetry tool, also. I will try to make it at least, like, a bearable quality, but it's gonna have to be dookie, because that's my vision. Most people's first comic is bad, so I'm planning it. I'm gonna make it worse. Most people's first comic is bad, mine's gonna be awful. Trust. Is there such a thing as, like, a quality guarantee, but in reverse? Instead of guaranteeing good quality, you guarantee awful quality? Because that's what I'm saying. No, the Wi-Fi! It couldn't stand, it could not transfer the vibes of your aura. It couldn't capture the waves. It couldn't withstand, the bandwidth was too small. I can't make his chin too long. It is in fact very homophobic, bro. Bro's gonna get hydraulic pressed. Watch this. Some people think I trace my own art. To that I say, hell yeah, work harder, not smart. Work smarter, not harder. I did consider doing that. The first few chapters are probably going to be the best ones, and after that, it's just going to go downhill. I think that would be really funny. I agree, that would be honestly so good. Oh my god. Let me in! Ah! Okay. Alright, time to squish them. Okay, maybe not the head. I'm gonna squish them except the head, because the head's already very small. Great Skull's thing yes. That's so true. Also, the other day, I reorganized all the stuff, because I have like a bunch of random stuff on the wall behind my desk. I reorganized a lot of it. And you know what I had to keep up there? I changed some things around. Some things I took off. But you know what stayed up there? The Fart Man fan art. It's still there. And every time I'm like, damn, that goes so hard. Oh. This might be too compressed. I don't think I should compress the entire body equally. I think the legs gotta be compressed separately, and like the torso and all of that. Oh. But yeah, anyways, all of that to say, I still see the fan art and I think it's so cool. So I think I made his head a little too small. Like, there's such a thing as small, but I think I maybe went a little too far with it. I hurt that you every time I look back at my old art, I just see more and more mistakes. I don't know what mistakes I could see there. It's literally so cool. Also, the fact that you took the time to make anything, bro. You could have done this shit. You could have been like, I'm drawing with my toe right now, and do this, and be like, that's your fan art, and I would still be like, oh my god, because it's like, you not only did you take time to make something of my character, but on top of that, you made absolute peak. So like, what how could I find flaw in that? You took time to make a thing, 1, and 2, also the thing is just peak, so there's no flaw to find, but you know. Oh, I didn't realize I was also making the guy behind bigger. Build is something. Okay, I think I gotta like compress him now a little bit. Until make a truly bro, it was already the jaw dropping, bro. I saw that, I was like, damn, that is so cool. That's literally so cool, like both of them. there's a couple of times when I was younger that I made fan art, and like, these weren't people like very, like I wasn't making fan art of Justin Bieber or anything. You know, I wasn't doing like anything super whoa crazy, you know, for anyone super famous. And yet, like, people would either like, there's this one time I made fan art, like I spent literally like the entire day from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed making a like realistic portrait, like a realism style portrait of someone. And this was like in a smaller community, and they were like mildly well known. They were like super well known in the community, but like fairly well known. And they just commented on mine, and I was like, oh my god, yes. But then someone made fan art of the same thing like the day after or something, and they reposted it. They kept talking about it. I was like, bro, what's this uneven treatment? I was so sad. I was so sad. I don't want that to happen to anyone ever, bro. Not under my watch. My art was admittedly worse quality than the other one, but it made me feel really bad to see that. And I'm like, how can you not be thankful for literally like anything anyone makes of you? This is not like a discreet way of being like the art that, no, okay? I'm not talking about, this is not like a metaphor or anything, but yeah, anyways. I just think there's something enjoyable in all art too. Like, different components, like you might look at like a professional artist work and be like, oh, the composition's really nice and whatever, but like sometimes there's something they just don't capture that like other artists that are quote less skilled do. So I don't know. I think all art is just so goated, and like you can't really say art is better in this or that way. You gotta like go by a certain metric, and like so like you know. But yeah, lost track what I was saying. Stopping the cycle of art use. I know what I'll say to that, bro. I'll show you what I'm, this is literally, okay, this is literally me. This is me for all the artists, okay? Oh my god. There's something about these older memes that are like this, bro. They never cease to get me. There's something a bit charming and something that's not very professional. More judgmental of this stuff. Really like for some reason. Yeah, I think like there's this arc when it comes to art. Like at first you start and you're a beginner and you don't really have like conceptions of anything, so you're just like everything you draw peak. Everything everyone draws peak. Everything is swell, everything's amazing. And then you start learning and you're like, no, everything is awful. And then you get like harsh and on yourself especially, but maybe even others. Then eventually you heal and you're like, you know what? That's not in the spirit of the game. Do we derail? I stopped drawing the OC just to redraw this thing. I might have to. That would be really funny. That would be really funny. I think I will. That was a really funny idea. Okay. Yep. As per usual, Twitch after their... we stopped all of the bots. There are no bots at Twitch anymore. There are none. And the only messages I get on Twitch are from bots being like, buy the best bots at botbooby.com, and it's like, okay, stop. No. It's one thing to use bots, because they're clearly still there, but on top of that, you're not just using them, bro. You're literally like, ugh. Speaking of voice acting, bro, if anyone wants an old man, I got you, bro. If anyone wants a voice actor for... If anyone wants a voice actor for an old man, I can do a dying old man. Yep. Anyways. One at a time, though, you know? Don't... Yeah, bots kind of lost all of their aura. Alright. We're gonna use this expert technique I call, tracing. Just for the sketch. Think you shed your skin? That was so sad. I know, right? I mean, look, my schedule's already full. You know, I've got quite a few people calling me up, hitting me up for the old man, but you know, they can't all have this talent in all of their media. You know? Used to have supervillains, evil scientists. I would just have AI bros, which is much less cool. At least have aura when you destroy the environment. Literally. Before, when they were like destroying the environment, they'd show like videos of like bulldozers going over the Amazon forest, and now it's like just a guy typing quickly at his keyboard. ChatGPT, draw. Ochaka from My Hero Academia with a big butt, and you're like, what the fuck? Hello? Can't have any less aura than that, in fact, I fear. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. Yeah, hello human resources meme. You know, maybe that's what I gotta start doing. Practice my art skills. I just gotta redraw memes on stream. Also, I like how the knives, it's like, okay, he's been stabbed already, he's protecting. But the implication that bro is just like grenade proof and has already been shot by already been hit by grenades, and that's why he's on fire and he's still alive is, I don't know, it's an implication, that's for sure. I can't imagine what it was like to be the person originally drawing that meme, being like, oh yeah, this is so meaningful, this is so, ooh, you know, pro-war meme or whatever, and then it's been used for that. It's like the oh, what's it called? It's like this one. This is, oh my god. This is another one. This one I just think is great no matter the way you take it. Bro, oh my god, the crying anime girl. I fear I might just have to start redrawing all of these. These are just, all of them are so good. They're so iconic. I don't know. There's a lot of less stellar things that have come out of the internet, but These types of memes are not one of them. Like memes that never reach like that peak virality, so they never like truly get old. It's literally the gluttony they talk about in the Bible. You know? What's the line again? It's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than it is for a camel to fit in the eye of a needle or whatever. Oh my god, what if you put those meme redraws in comic? What I could do is I could set up a really like I mean, for lack of a better word, a fuck ass scene where like one of them does this to the other while he's sleeping and it's like recreating the meme. It's not like this redraw, but it's like recreating it in the comic. That would actually be really good. Bro, you always cooking as always. Oh my god, yeah, one of them gets really sad and starts crying and they start crying in the anime face. That would be so good. Yep, recreation. That would go so hard, bro. Literally, people would think you're like a food factory the way you're cooking, because oh my god. It never stops. It never stops. If I draw myself as the person in the military outfit, the guy in the military outfit, who we redrawn as the honk me kid, you know what I mean? We know his fart is a gas, and oh, that explains it. Yep, that explains it. You're so right. I don't know. I was a fool. I was a fool not seeing that. Also, thinnest mattress in history. What is this bullshit, brother? What is this bullshit? This is fine line work if I've ever seen it. You can tell that for years line art was my favorite. Now Loki pisses me off, but we don't talk about that. You know what? Actually, instead of redrawing it, it could be funnier if I just like, but it's low res. But it's low res. I was thinking I could just literally like badly draw myself in there instead of editing the picture, which is the lazy way, but it's funny. So, and I might just do that. I'll keep the proper emotional redraws for the comic. I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go, innit? Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. No, where is it? Where is it? Motherfucker, where is it? There's a dagger heading directly at his butthole. This is sad. What the? You're right, actually. No, they're gonna make a hole up his butt. There's this little cut I have on top of my lip, and I accidentally hit it. Ow. Ouch-y. What is I doing? Alright. Badly Photoshop time. why put in why work hard when you can work smart? You know what I mean? Is the angle right? No. But that can be, well, maybe it's funnier if I just paint on top. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's funnier if I straight up just, like, paint on top. Man, I'm indecisive today. I think what I'd rather do is, properly redraw the crying girl and like crying anime girl as myself. That way I can put it in the Discord as as a Discord, and I don't know if you can have emojis in Stout. I think you can. Unfortunately, I don't think you can make emojis on YouTube without them being like specific to what's it called, memberships. I hear the window to the soul. Damn. Damn. Darn. Okay, there we go. Okay. I see, I see. Will it let me? It won't let me open it like that. Okay. Rude. Fine, I guess we'll do a good old it's on the side while we draw it. I feel like I already redrew this at some point in my life, but I could not tell you when, or for what, or where that went. You know, that's the annoying thing with AI, is not only that it's like, you know, ruining the environment, it's that it makes it hard to know what's real and what's fake now, you know? Before, you know, these old memes, we all knew someone sat there and drew them, and that makes them so much better. But now with AI, you can't, it's hard to know for sure. Like when I learned the fucking Ash baby was AI, I was not pleased. Because I thought it was funny, all the funniness was gone. Oh god. Yep, this was yep. Oh my god, these proportions. I'm screwing it up. I gotta shrink it a bit. I think I'm drawing too big on the canvas here. Okay, these are good enough proportions, I would say. Alright, There we go. Now these are some proportions. Let's go. Let's go. I think I made the eyelash a bit too long. Ugh. Also, I am nearing the end of my exam season and semester. You best believe I will be hosting a Webtoon Bingo once that's done. Then after that, I would like to, well, release a long video, because I've just been doing shorts lately, basically, in terms of video. Well, okay, well, no, I've been slowly working on the long one, but it's been taking a while. Okay. Sorry for going quiet. I guess I just like locked in. Yeah, I wish we could have like general emojis, like emotes and stuff on, kind of like Discord, but for live streams on YouTube. Because there are some, but it's for members, I think. I don't think you can make it for general people. Also, I can't even access membership, so I can't say for sure. I would not know. Also, like, I bought some really cheap paint markers to try them out because I really like paint markers, and I was like, you know what, as a treat. They're actually pretty decent, but I filmed a little bit of a trying out / review video. I have not edited it, but I did film that, so. Okay. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, my hair is not that long, so we're gonna have to be a little bit creative here. I did consider if I ever like rework my model or make a new version or something. I have considered. Oh, my webcam turned. Are you kidding me? My fucking thing stopped moving. Anyways, that's kind of rude. But yeah, what was I saying? If I ever do rework my model, I considered giving it like a long hair option, you know, that I could like switch to. Because I feel like long hair just has a lot of aura, you know what I mean? For everyone. That's not just, it's literally anyone who gets long hair, you get like, you just get aura with it, you know, it's just like as a freebie. I just cannot be dealing with that much hair IRL. It was long at some point, but... No! The homophobia strikes again! Bruh. It's okay, you didn't miss that much working on the anime girl. Trying to nail the proportions. that's what matters the most here. That's what we gotta get. The stakes are high. Okay, no, I think that was a little bit too much. Alright. Dude, I'm on this whiteboard with some other people. This one dude just pulled out a random. That was his fan art, which he spent a bunch of time on. No way. Bro just, like, stole art? Oh my god. Bro, some people are... That's shameless behavior for real. I want to experiment more with whiteboards and stuff. They're kind of chaotic. You got some people pulling in and saying the most obvious lies on the planet. Like, okay, thanks. Literally, you think I was born yesterday behavior. Oh, no. Oh, and it was Persona fan art. That makes it so much worse. I'm not gonna lie. That makes it so much worse. Of course it was Persona. I don't know why Persona has so many fucking straight man type fans. It results in a lot of type fan art. Like, oh. Oh, okay, persona of a real person. Okay. So bro's just out here, like, stealing art of a real... What? That's some perplexing behavior. I was like, okay, well, if it's persona, it doesn't excuse it, but it explains it to some degree. But no, okay, the other sense of persona. You can talk about random drama if you want. I don't mind. As long as you're not, like, you know, doxing anyone or something. You can talk about random drama if you want. Speaking of random drama, have you guys heard about the Sykkuno stuff? Oh, my entire timeline is flooded with my XP bar is low type bullshit. Like, stop. I don't really know the context. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like Mojin's videos. He be dropping slurs and shit, and I'm not a fan of slurs. In case you couldn't tell. But there's this one, like, super popular Sykkuno. This one guy called Sykkuno. And he's really popular, and he uses, like, this one... He goes for this really, like, soft boy persona. And, well, he goes for a lot of, like, different, Oh my god, never mind. Oh, never mind, we get okay. Let me move this. Yeah. That's, it's this guy, and he does, like, really, like, wait, no, I'm hiding the most important ones. These two. And he doesn't, like, he's not an anime character, but, I don't know how to describe him. I didn't watch him that much. I know he got really popular, during the pandemic. Playing, like, Among Us, but George? Oh, yeah, well, isn't there a guy called, like, George Not Found or something? At some point I knew someone who was into dream stuff. That's the only reason I know any of the names. And I know, like, random lore about them or whatever. Yeah, him. Okay, yeah. But anyways, all that to say, yeah, you could drop random drama. Especially when it's just stuff that doesn't matter. I love good drama about stuff that literally does not matter. It's like two people beefing over, like, the most, like, non-important stuff. Love to, I honestly, yeah. Drama about, like, important stuff, less fun, but, you know. Anyways, yeah, the whole Saikuno thing is just apparently he was cheating and kind of a playboy. And people exposed him for it, and he was using, like, a bunch of really, like, some chunkus type, like, pickup lines, apparently, and one of them was, like, my XP bar is low. Don't know what the fuck that means, but I keep seeing it, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, anyways. That's all I know. I was just bringing that up because that's what I've seen in terms of drama recently. I don't really know what the thing is, but what the whole deal is, but I've heard that much. But anyways, yeah, feel free to bring random drama that you've heard if you wanna yap. Be always down for some yappage. Fucking broken heart emojis. I don't know. Those might have been in the original text for all I know. Might have been in the ancient scriptures. Okay. Okay. This is precision work right here. Gonna use that when I flirt, I'll update you. You might have better luck with the datebayo, to be honest. You might have better luck pulling out a fedora and going arigato gozaimasu. I fumbled that, but you know, get my point. You'd have better luck pulling out the princess than that, I fear. Unless you're like mega rich or mega famous, maybe then it works differently. Update of a court hearing on Saturday. Can I award people prizes for saying the funniest stuff in chat? Because if I could, I would. That one, prize worthy. I wish I could. I might have to figure out a way to make that happen. Get like an award next to your name for like funny. Get a funny award. I don't know. Might have to look into that one. Oh my god, I'm literally just like doing micro adjustments. Alright, now I think we're cooking. I think we're onto something here. Let me pull up my own design, because sometimes I forget. You. Oh, where is that? Oh. Finally made it, Big Apple, here I come. Oh my god. It's your time to shine. You can become an influencer. You know what I don't understand about so many influencers, like especially on TikTok? They won't even post content anymore. It's like only sponsored videos. I'm like, why? What do you have no like? Do you function differently? Do you not have that like desire to feel fulfilled in what you do? Is that just like a me thing? Someone get Fartman 2 funny awards, please. No need to apologize. If you hadn't done it, I might have. Every time someone says gender, my reflex is I hardly know her. I can't comment on that. Alright, is my... Okay, it's a little bit big, the sub view. I'll put it there. That way you can see what I'm using as a reference. Whoop. 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 Whoop, 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 a Gangnam Style. If I knew how to, if I had more experience and whatnot, maybe I would make, a short, like, gif of my model Gangnam Stylin'. Maybe I will. More room for the brain. You're so right, actually. I think I might have mostly just made the eye too big. Oh. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Maybe I should just like shorten that a little bit, and then we may be onto something. Okay, and I opened the wrong version of the reference. J whiz. I don't want to figure out the hair, so I'm pulling out a reference. Shouldn't be that hard considering I literally made it, but I gotta conserve my brain power. Holy shit, you are, oh my god, you're awake for alive. Oh my god. Finally. Oh my god, that's crazy. Never thought I'd see the day. Holy shit. We're collecting everyone today. We're seeing all of the goats. Time difference has the time zones have nothing on us. Damn. Oh. Hopefully you recover quickly. That kind of sucks. Well, it actually sucks a lot. Oh hell yeah! Okay, okay, that's nice. On the on the up and up, cognitive function is returned. That's cool. I'm waiting for mine to do that. Just playing. This is not helping. Give me a front view. Google, show me this guy's balls. Do I just assume where the ear is? I guess. Yep. I've been waiting for a long time. It's been a long time coming. I don't know about that ear, but we'll stick to it for now. Oh my god, you've been noticed. Wow, we're really getting the whole gang. Dane up in here too. Let's go. Really getting everyone. That's crazy. Never thought I'd see the day. The drawing's looking super swag. Thank you. It's actually my original work. I'm just kidding. I'm redrawing the meme. Cannot keep up the act even for a long time. I don't want to become the one guy on Hartman's blackboard. So I forgot what I was gonna say, but anyways, yeah, hello Dane, good to see you. I don't know why I did like a finger wiggle in real life. Like I was greeting you, but instead of my hand, I just used one finger. Don't know why I did that, but hey. Heartman is always hyped. I don't want to be the guy in Fartman's whiteboard. Indeed. Might, like, exaggerate the way I draw the hair just to get the like, fucking strands in the back, you know what I mean? Mullet time. Maybe? I don't know. New accessories besides the nerd glasses. You're always chalant. Okay, let's go, let's go. If I tried to think of more stuff, but nothing came to mind. If anyone has any requests, feel free to let me know. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, by the way, there's new functionality in the stream. If you rate hashtag emo, this happens. If you rate hashtag bald, this happens. And if you rate hashtag nerd, this is what happens. But they cannot happen at the same time, unfortunately. They do cancel each other out. Oh, except the nerd one. I think the nerd one's different because I just stuck an accessory on top. But the bald and the emo cancel out. You cannot be bald and emo, I guess. Second you join, see that meme. Yep. I mean, hey, it kind of... You came in just in time because earlier I was about to draw the big man guzzling the water meme, and then the guy, the military guy standing in front of the bed. Also, just a note, if it's already emo and you put hashtag emo, I think it reverts it. Like, all of them kind of revert. The glasses do time out after a bit, but the bald and emo don't. Unless someone cancels it out, or I notice and cancel it out manually, it just kind of stays there. Pronouns. Gender, I hardly know. No, okay, I'm not gonna pull that out when I just mentioned it. Pronouns, he, they, I guess, are fine, you know. They, I mean, can't go wrong with they. They're literally, there's no gender. Can't choose no wrong gender if no gender, you know what I mean? And yeah, you know, while I do respect women, sounds like I'm gonna say something misogynist. I'm not, okay? I swear. As much as I love and respect women, I'm not one, unfortunately. Life would be, I don't know what I was gonna say. I guess life would be the life of a woman if I was a woman. What the fuck am I on, bro? Some sentences are better unfinished, I fear. But yeah, anyways. I'm not, like, too picky about pronouns, you know? But, yeah. If I gotta choose, I guess I'd go for those. But, again, I'm not the pronoun Grinch. I'm not gonna ruin everyone's Christmas if someone gets wrong, you know? Oh my god. That means that thank you, the goat fart man. Very kind. The women respect you, thank you. I also respect the women. And I mean, I have a lot of women friends, so, and they seem to respect me, so you know. So you know. Yeah. Honestly, the respect of the women is the only respect I truly need. The other respects I appreciate. But the women respect it means the most, I fear. I, I've gotten the bad habit of saying I fear at the end or at the start of sentences when there's nothing to fear. Don't know why I do it. I've also started, well, every time I start using something as a joke, it ends up not being as a joke, and I can't help myself. Like, years ago, I started saying bruh when stuff happened, and I have not stopped since, I fear. I have not stopped since. Even at work, sometimes I'd catch myself saying bruh by accident, then I'd be like, no, this is literally work, I can't do this. If you go quiet, no stress. You don't feel a need to, you know, you can rest if you go. It would be an honor to be your sleep background noise. Yeah, I might longify the hair a little bit just to do like the frickin' strands in the back. Those, you know. Alright. Fortunately, I think the coloring will be relatively easy because, well, there's not that many colors to do, you know. Also, bro, I don't. Yeah, I'd keep. You want because I think. Yeah, that's fair. Whenever I accept that I'm sick, I feel like that's when it goes downhill. Don't give up with the power of friendship. You know? Power of God and anime by my side. Which in this case, I mean, we got the anime. We got the anime. Also, I don't know why, but recently a bunch of people have been choosing to call me, like, especially in comments of stuff, to either call me a girl or address me as she. And like I said, I mean, I'm not like, I don't care that much. I prefer the other ones, but I don't like, you know, I'm not gonna start World War 20 because of it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why. Like, I don't feel like I'm, like, particularly, you know, I feel like the uncleman and the everything is, like, somewhat indicative. Like, I know I have, like, a high-ish pitched voice, but then again, I'm not pulling up in here sounding like Lily Pichu or anything. Which, again, nothing wrong, but I don't know why. I just find it a wee bit peculiar. But hey. So fun fact. This is true, okay? Believe it if you will, believe it if you won't. Part of the hashtag autism, that's true. Should I make something happen if someone puts hashtag autism in the chat? Maybe I can make the yippee creature come on. I think it'd be fun to have a bunch of, like, hashtags. Like, hashtag blessed could be another one, too. But, anyways, literally everyone I have met in my life has assumed that I am not straight. I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. Let me tell you, they're not wrong, but everyone I've ever met, from coworkers that I barely know, to my family, being like, oh yeah, So, if I were straight, I guess I'd just have to do like a reverse. I mean, I can't say going in the closet. I guess I'd have to destroy the closet. But I guess there's that, I guess. So yeah, it's kind of funny people online to assume that I am like cis or het, I guess. Because I'm like, damn. I guess the online perception and the IRL perception is different. I don't know what this like part here is. Is it the shirt? I'm assuming that it is. I can't do as much of the hair floating around, so what I'll do is do that. Anyways. Monk equal, that's true. Speaking of monk, you know what that reminds me of? Those memes that are like 10 million mangoes, type yes to affirm. I don't know what it is, but those make me laugh so hard. There's something about type yes to affirm. It's just so funny. I don't know what people are on. I guess maybe that heteronormativity juice. What can I say? I don't know. Life would be easier if I was, I mean, okay, I guess it depends on the definition of straight you go on, or anything, but I generally operate as straight, being you are attracted to the attracted only to gender you are not, whatever gender that is, you know? Which I mean inherently is not correct at the very least, because I'm not a woman and I'm not attracted to women. Life would be so much easier if I was, bro. There's so many, like, women are so cool. It's so easy to encounter cool women, but to encounter cool men, I fear the numbers are much thinner. What the patriarchy will do to you, am I right? Why am I talking about the patriarchy when I'm drawing a fucking anime girl? Yeah, I don't know. People do drink that. I don't know. I don't know why of all juices you'd pick that one, but people operate in strange and mysterious ways, I suppose. I mean, I think that's about it. Have the gem here. Got these, you know? I think the message of what I was trying to achieve comes across relatively easily. We just gotta color this bad boy now. Well, shade, I guess. Well, we gotta do better liner first, because this is a mess, but... Anyways, yeah, so, what was I saying? I want to post a longer video, because I haven't posted one in a while. Soon. I have my last exam tomorrow, but the reason I am here right now is because I'm basically done studying, so... I'm not skipping out, I just went over the material. Allergic to tomato? Wait, for real? Damn. I'd rather drink tomato... Oh. Yeah, well, that's... Yep. Heteronormativity is... Yeah, that's... You've perfectly described it, in fact. I don't think I could have described it better. It's just... assuming that straight is the default, / making straight the default. Usually includes other things like, you know, sexuality and whatnot, but hey. Really wish I could get like a closer up reference, because I can't. But I can't. What I think I might do is, since I can't really put emojis on YouTube, what I might do is just like post the ones that I do have on like other places or that I've made, and then people can just like use them wherever if they want. And I'll also put them on Discord, but you know. Discord is Discord. But yeah, I want to make a longer form video. I want to do a Webtoon Bingo sometime soon-ish. Last exam tomorrow, so that should be doable. And yeah, after that, hopefully we could do more. One thing I struggle with and have struggled with like chronically when it comes to making the longer videos is knowing like the balance of like, this was my reaction when I read it, to this is the me explaining, like going in doing voiceover. With the newer one, I'm gonna try doing like literally only including the reaction moments when I have like a strong reaction to something, and the rest is gonna be voiceover. So there's probably gonna be, it's at least gonna be 30 minutes at least, because I have I went through all the footage and I kept only the parts like the footage where something exciting happens, I guess. And I had I think like 30 minutes, which is pretty decent considering I had like 3-ish hours. I cut it down, so it takes so long to do that though, to watch all of it and then cut out the parts. Like I want to try to find like a better mechanism so I can find the good parts easily and then I don't have to watch everything. But for now, that's what we're doing. So yeah, but for the next one, I'm going to try to put less reaction itself. And I think I'm going to try to keep the react component more for like streams and stuff I'm not going to look into. Also, one thing I've considered recently is rereading all of Unordinary. I used to read it, so I got like multiple hundred episodes in, and I liked the start. I thought it was really strong, but then it like I fear it lost itself along the way. And I think that I think it could be fun to do like a really like a comprehensive review of everything Unordinary, because I feel like a lot of people had that sentiment of at first of it, like, you know, oh, it's really good, like I actually really enjoy this, and then it goes on and it goes on and you're like, okay, we're like 400 episodes in, where's the progress? You know what, I don't think I have the right, I don't think I was using the right brush for that. Restarting again with a different brush. Redoing the line art. No, the opacity's fine. Okay, well, I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if how the original line art was, but it's what it might have not been that way, and it might just be crispy because of the low quality, but this feels more fitting. Great. Oh, I sounded like a pirate right then. Arg. I wonder if someone out there has like the high-res version of this drawing. Like the original. Not like an AI made high-res, quote unquote, or whatever. Like the true. Because I feel like that'd be like having the original high-def version of like the Hamilton, the what? Bro. Thomas Jefferson Miku binder. You know, that one. I'm not a fan of this brush for liner. I might just switch back. I'm not gonna lie. Yep, deleted it all for nothing. I could have just like removed it and tried it and seen, but that's okay. Oh yeah, and as I was saying earlier in the stream, I don't know who was there and who wasn't, but one thing I've been wanting to do for a really long time is voice acting. So recently I tried, this is just like small scale stuff. Some like a lot of it's not even paid, but recently I tried to audition for some stuff, and one of it was like a fan game with like original characters and whatever, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. They posted for 27 total like different roles, and I applied to 15 of them, so that might be a little bit overkill, but I was just having a blast, honestly. One of them was an evil scientist, and I was like practicing like the evil laugh to get into the vibe, get into the mood, and I started laughing at the laugh because it was so goofy while I was laughing, so then I just choked. And then I thought me choking while laughing was so funny that I just kept it in the take. That might ruin my chances, but I think it's so funny, it's honestly worth it. And it was just fun, so. Waking up just to scream Miku Binder, Thomas Jefferson mentioned. Yup. Hell yeah. But I feel like having the high-res version of that image, like that's like being like, oh yeah, I just have like an unknown Da Vinci painting sitting in my living room. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if the creator even has the original anymore. Like the high res, because at this point all we've got is like crusty screenshot upon screenshot versions. But okay. Oops. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. I've been wanting to do voice acting for years, so I was like, you know what, I'll just audition. Doesn't matter. I'll just have fun while I do it, and it doesn't matter. YouTube has desensitized me to my voice making videos. So before it would have been like, no, too cringe. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know? Insert the one audio, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I want to try applying to. I did it once, and now I'm like, you know what? I feel like it's like going down the deep side of the pool as a kid, and then you're like, wait, never mind. I know how to swim. This is fun. And then you keep going because you're like, this is fun. Whatever. Like that's me. I'm still like, am I good? I don't know, but I'm having fun, and that's what matters. Plus, these are all for unpaid roles because I'm like, I'll just do whatever. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Maybe one day you'll just be playing a random fucking game or something, and you'll be jump scared by my voice. Who knows? It is kind of hard to just like make out all of the details because this is so low res at this point, but hopefully I'm interpreting these correctly. If not, then it's okay. The point comes across still. You still understand what I was going for, so that's my main mission accomplished. I think I made this too pointy. I don't know. I feel like cringe is just a way to confine yourself. You know that saying, I'm cringe but I'm free? That's how I aspire to be. Being cool is overrated. being cringes in style. I mean, you won't catch me doing like the cosplayer Burger King bathroom hands at like my job or something, but you know, because that's not me. That's not my true self. But you know, cringe is just putting limits on you. You need to break free from the cringe. You know what I mean? You know what? I don't really feel like redoing the liner, and I might just clean that up. I say after spending a while working on the liner, I might just clean this one up. Because it's taken too long to do it the other way. Okay. I don't really have screen tones, I don't think. I mean, mainly Bannister is a good voice actor in my opinion, and they can insert personality into his gameplay readings. Yeah, that's what you want, you know, personality and in the readings and whatnot. A good cush. What's that now? Okay. As expected. Okay. I am just doing this to put in the screen tone, by the way. This is not gonna stay. I've never tried to use like the screen tones in Clip Studio, but I'm pretty sure there are. Okay, there are brushes for it, so yeah. It's a little bit bigger than what I had in mind, not gonna lie. I'm just using it so I can use clipping layers and all of that. Don't worry, it won't stay. Oops, that's not what I want. No, what? That's close enough. That's close enough. There's almost definitely a better way to do this, but that's for me to not find out. Not right now. This way I can... do this. Oh, my bad. I did it in the reverse. Boom. Okay, maybe it's better if I make the background white. There we go. Then we can kind of see how the tones are looking. I think, yeah, they seem to have erased a border around. Arm. Okay. Why do I have the Spanish alphabet stuck in my head? What is happening? Oh, also I made cookies last night. Unplanned. It was great. Now I have cookies I can eat. the grandpa tastes strike again, though. I do be enjoying the same desserts as like little grandmas. Because the first type I made was oatmeal raisin cookies. I know they're not the most popular, but I really like them, so, and they're for me, so suck on my cookie. Just playing, but yeah. I did make those, and then I made double chocolate walnut cookies. Those were also pretty nice. Also pretty nice. I can't have many of them at once though. I gotta like really ration, pick and choose when I consume, because I can't really have chocolate. That won't stop me, but I kind of can't have it. Technically speaking, I'm not supposed to, but has that ever stopped me? Trying again to do the line art, but I don't really feel like doing all that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I might just stick to the original plan and like clean it up with the eraser a little bit, you know. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Anyone else do this instead of anyone else instead of like moving the canvas when they do digital art, just like turn their heads even though they could just like flip the canvas or rotate it? Or even if you do it, if you're doing traditional art, you can straight up just rotate the piece of paper you're drawing on, you know. But I will always turn me instead of the paper. I don't know why, but I am not. I don't know. Anyone speak your piece in chat. Turn the canvas and then turn my head. Yeah, I do. Yeah, sometimes you gotta combo. Oh, whoa, wrong layer. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I say after spending way too long on fucking recreating a meme, bro, but hey. That's just what we do. Incorrect. I gotta color in the hair too. Shouldn't be too hard. Gotta go to bed. What? Whoa! Go! I'm just playing. It's fine. They're hanging out with others, bro. It's a hangout. But anyways, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you mean like friend date, like a hangout, I suppose. But otherwise, I fear not. But you know. Yeah, I don't blame you. Being sick kind of sucks balls. I clicked the wrong thing. Yep, okay. Hiding the strands. But there was no opposition, so I feel I guess you are free to rant. The democracy has spoken by not speaking. What is this line supposed to be, bro? Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere. Let me cook. Jesse, we need to cook. Oh no. That sucks, bro. You get a stomach flu, those suck balls. They're some of the worst. I mean, to be honest, I can't really win because if I get a stomach flu, people immediately go, when I say this fact. You gotta remember I'm asexual, so that doesn't, okay? But I don't have a gag reflex, which means I can't really throw up, like, ever. Unless I'm very, very, very sick. And, like, bro, because of that, I just stay nauseous the entire time. And, it's made kind of worse by that. I won't go into too much detail for the sake of not being nasty, but yeah. But also I have asthma, so whenever I get a fucking coughing cold, whatever, I also can't win because then I just cannot breathe. And I gotta take my puffer 200 times a day. Well, not literally. That you're not supposed to take it that often, but you know what I mean. Metaphorically, 200 times a day. So it's not great, so I feel you. I don't know what kind of flu you have, but every time someone's like, "Ooh, I got the flu," I'm like, "Ee." Rest in, well, not rest in peace, but I mean rest in peace as in have a good nap, a peaceful nap, you know? I have a stomach bug. Oh my god, it's the regular flu and throwing up? Bro, you can't win. You got the, what the hell? Who's trying to take you down? 40 minutes, damn. Time flies when you're having fun. The process of getting diagnosed with asthma. Damn. Yeah, the tests for that low-key suck. You can't really win. When I had mine, they were just like, yeah, well... Anyways, the air leaves your lungs really quick. Yep. But, hey, it'd be like that. My brother went to get diagnosed with asthma and he was just told he has bad sinus hygiene and not asthma. Which still sucks, but, I mean, doctor kind of called him out, though. Oh my god, sick not... Bro, what the hell? That shit didn't even give you time to recover. What the hell? Like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like when you get really sick, your entire life is, like, on pause. Like, you can't clean, you can barely take care of yourself, like, everything is, like, everything becomes a mess. You're late on work, you're, like 2 weeks ago is, like, barely enough time to recover from that, so now it's, like, dude, that is so awful. What the hell? Yeah, I don't blame you for being pissed. Wow, that's... Damn, bro. Hopefully you get a long break from being sick after that, because what the hell? Like, the flu's gotta target someone else. So one of my friends has, emetophobia, and, at least, you know, she can rest easy in my presence with what I've said. Even if I get sick, she's safe. But, darn. Oh my god. Heartman is back. Oh my god. Miet got so excited. You were back. She went on the bed. Super loud. Let's see properly. Oh my god. Yes. Yep. No, that's why I cannot have sleepovers, because I just will not, like, nope. Getting everything right is so hard, and it takes, like, years of setting up in the comfort of your own home, your own place. And then you gotta, if you sleep over, it, like, fucks it all up. But, yeah, no, especially when you're sick, it's like, great. Trying to get some sleep from a fucking... Trying to get sleep, and now my pajama hurts, and I'm feeling every crumb in my bed. Thank you. That's great. No, thanks. Like, okay. You know what I say to my friends? I say being neurodivergent was because you were too swag, so it was a debuff to make you neurodivergent in a fucking neurotypical society. Debuff. Because your swag was too enormous. Oh, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Why do you smell like soap? Oh my god. Free from the sleep, free of the sleepover. Yeah, that's probably, yeah, that seems like a 2-in-1, you know? Take it, getting rid of the trash all at once. Two birds with one stone. Hello. Welcome, Golden Void. Is there such thing as like a reverse BOGO? Like a get rid of one, get rid of another free? That's kind of what you got. That's kind of sick. You know, good riddance. Okay. I feel like this what the store gets. Yeah, you may be correct. You may be correct in that assumption. Right. We're nearing it the end of the drawing finally. 2 gazillion years later. Finally, our journey nears its end. The teeth were not colored, but no halftone on the teeth, but halftone on the tongue. Oh, that's not what I was expecting the thing to look like. Okay, accidentally made bro look like the Joker. The Joker from the Joker? There we go. Fuzz Knuckles? Never heard that one before. Oh, there seems to be a little bit more shadow. I guess I'm not done quite yet. Some shadow here. Okay. And then some near the hair. Probably some in the ear too, just for safety measures, you know? Okay. Time to crisp up those lines. Oh my god, wait, are we actually done now? Wait, okay, no, that doesn't look like hair. I need to add like some more strands sticking out, I fear. We might actually be done now. We might actually be done this drawing. Let's flip and go. Oh my god. This wouldn't have been possible without the power of friendship. This wouldn't have been possible without all the friends we made along the way. Sometimes I like pissing off my friends pulling out the classic, like, anime protagonist voice. And now I keep hearing people online do it to fucking copy Saikuno. God. Trying to explain the world to anyone outside of it would be such a horrendous task. Also, recently finished all of part 5 of JoJo with a friend, started part 6. Hell yeah. Also, how do people dislike Jolene except misogyny? Oh, she's the most boring. Okay, no. Love Jonathan and Joseph. Well, kind of Joseph. But, like, they're not as interesting as Jolene, arguably. Especially if you want to talk about stans. Those two, they don't even have stans in their own parts. Joseph, I mean, later, but, you know. Yeah, anyways. We've also been watching this fuck-ass anime about rap. And it's genuinely so bad. Not even low-key, just straight up. It's just there's no other way to put it, really. However, it is really entertaining to watch despite being bad. So, you know, I guess that means that's like mission failed successfully. Low-key. Yeah. Like, is Hypnosis Mic good? No, I wouldn't say it is, but is it entertaining to watch? Absolutely. Oh my god. At least the first few episodes are. I'd stop to laugh every time. Me when the rap police tries to get me for laughing at Hypnosis Mic. What? It's meant to be, like, so bad it's entertaining. Like, for example, whenever they start rapping, there's, like, they kind of have, like, low-key a magical girl transformation, and then a bunch of speakers appear behind them, but they use really, really bad 3D. And so it's like not meant to be entertaining because it's just meant to be like, oh cool, they're using their powers. When in fact it's really funny because it looks kind of really bad. Well, it doesn't look that bad. It's just the transition. Like, separately, they would be fine. It's just combined. It's, you know, Neil Breen movie vibes. Well, okay, from what I've heard, those are low-key boring, but they're fun to watch. They're fun to hear about in like, videos and whatever, so. That's gotta be worth something. Alright, well, honestly, I don't... Am I missing any details from the OG? Oh, yeah, I'm missing the shoulder detail. Okay. That... No, it was thicker than that. Okay, that is not the right... That's not the right brush to do that. So bad it's entertaining. Yep, yep. Yep. Okay. Not thick enough. This one could be the one. Oh yeah, this one's the one I fear. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. How intriguing doing digital art. Just doing a line, redo, undo, redo, undo, redo. It's truly fascinating to watch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Also, anyone here watch Queso, bro? Every time he starts one of those fuck-ass simulator series, I am obsessed. I was obsessed when he pulled out the Goob Lagoon, and now I'm like waiting for every part of Retro Rewind and Quarantine Zone every time. I don't usually watch that many streamers, ironically, because I just... Well, if I do, it's like very, very short. Because I just like... I don't... Like, usually when it's live, there's only like very specific times that I can watch it all, and I don't usually watch everything in like one chunk. So I'll like watch VODs more than anything. And even then, like, it's not for that many people. I'll like watch selectively, but Queso, bro, that guy is so funny. Like, genuinely one of the few people who's like, sometimes, you know, you assume, oh, because it's popular, it's good. Not always, but Queso's one of the times where it's like, yeah, I could see why he's popular, bro. Oh, no problem. I'm glad I can help, you know, just by yapping. That's the kind of stuff I would usually do, so I'm glad I can offer anything to anyone, you know? If anyone can get entertainment or, you know, feel more supported or anything, that is my goal. That's the point at the end of the day. Having fun with it, and if you can make people's days better or make them feel better even for a little bit, I won't... Who could say no to that, you know? So, I'm glad that it helps. Even if it's a little bit. Because being sick really is miserable, so, you know. Bro, I can't believe 2 weeks, bro. Every time I think about it, I'm like, no, that sounds like hell. That sounds like hell. You are a trooper for real, bro. Okay. I think it's mostly done, to be honest. You know, what more could we add at this point? The masterpiece has been complete. Ah, yes, the masterpiece has been completed. I want this to be like that, okay? Alright. Maybe now I should just, like, fix up the tears. What layer did I do those? Here, okay. Arm. Guys, commissions are open. Hit me up. No, I'm just kidding. Commissions are open, but I was just being humorous. All right. I say I'm done, but then I keep adding. That's what I do most of the time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I'm done now. No, I'm gonna keep adding more stuff because that's what I do every time. Wait, this is kind of the goated pen to put in all the little, the stupid little strands. Yes. Yes, my little ones. All right. At least safely ignore your schoolwork right now because I'm on break. Fair enough, but you're also sick on top of that, so fine. Don't have to deal with the consequences for a whole week and a half. Hey, you're living in the moment, you know. Well, not much of a choice, but yeah, that's also me. I'll send my friends, be like, "What do you think? What should I fix?" And then I fix half the drawing. By the time they respond, they're like, "Oh, you should fix this." I'm like, "Yep, I did that. Right. Well, you know I gotta throw on that. You know I gotta sign a masterpiece like this. Yes, my finest work. Oh no, that's too bright. That's over the top. Gotta be a little humble about it still, you know. Yep. Now we're talking. You know what? Now we're talking. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Export. Saving this one. So many things for, yep. That's fair. Name drop, I guess. That's fine. I knew your name from the infamous birthday invite. I still think about it sometimes. It's iconic, truly. Iconic behavior. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking of on the topic of autism. No, but yes. Anyways, I saw this one person make a joke that was like, "Why do people keep using AI to generate images and destroy the environment when all we need is like an autistic person, and all they need is like chicken nuggets and some water?" And I'm like, yeah, honestly spitting facts. Except it was like more, the person who said it more verbosely, I guess, if that's a word, but right. I will make some sort of community post and then put this in, and you guys, you can feel free to use this if you'd like. I don't know why you would use this one over the original, to be honest, but if you want to use it, you can. And you know it's human drawn, because you saw me draw all of it. That party was awesome. I can only imagine with an invite that awesome, the party's gonna be top tier. Don't even need water, more of them. Okay. See, even that's less water than AI. Even all of the water the cows need to drink to make the milk, still less than AI. Only using this over the original. I mean, personally, I probably will too, but I'm kind of biased, so. All right. Yeah, I'll probably make this, and I'll put it as an emoji on the Discord, because yes. But for that, I'm gonna have to take a low quality screenshot because Discord is so picky about image quality. It's horrible. Discord is great, but it's also horrible. It's also like one of the worst apps. You know what I mean? You catching my drift, or you catching it? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the shot. Earlier, I was gonna draw instead of this one. Why does it look kind of scary when it's only this? You know what I mean? It's got maybe a little bit of aura there, maybe. I was gonna draw this one before, but I decided to keep that for another day. Catching the drift, but I can't say I'm not on Discord. Basically, it has restrictions where it wants you to use the paid subscription of the service, where they give you more, like, more things you can use. If you want to send files or images over a certain size, you need to pay to have the paid version. Honestly, you're not missing much. The only reason I'm on Discord really is because that's where my group chat with my friends is, and I'm not really in any public servers, really. And if I am, like, in them technically, I don't join. I get kind of scared from big servers, not gonna lie. There's more than, like, 30 people, yeah, bye. Me computer's running out of battery. Fine, I guess I'll plug it. I have to use my school computer to look at chat because I can't do it on my actual computer. All right. Okay, squeaky odd chair. Anyways, I feel like I want to recreate more memes. Not right now, but at some point, you know? Visual novels set in servers. Huh, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen any of those. But yeah, I think over maybe next few streams there's a lot we can do over the next few times. You know, work on my yaoi characters. I think those would be easier to work on stream than my, like, serious ones, but you know, because those I usually, like, listen to music to put myself into the vibe. I gotta, like, go back and forth on the info, find a lot of reference pictures. The yaoi ones are a lot more lighthearted, so maybe I'll just, like, plan character tropes that I can go to. I'll write that on my paper next to #blessed and #autism. So, you know. Also, I would like to release at least the first 3 episodes of the yaoi during the summer. And I'll, like, release them, the first 3 together, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. But I would still, whether release them individually or together, I would like to release them this summer. Killer Chad, Blooming, Pagan, Seagull. Huh. 3. That's really cool. Add those to the endless list of things that I want to look into. But anyways, I think I will have to go back to studying. Also, I am tired because I think I'm also starting a code. But like I said, last exam tomorrow, and after that, we ballin'. Well, there's a lot of things I gotta do, like apply for summer jobs. But, you know, still, we'll be on that grind. I'd like to stream more regularly. I'm thinking maybe like once or twice a week, and I would like to do one time in the evening, so that way I can hopefully like catch more people that have vastly different time zones, you know? That way, if you got like a 12-hour time zone, but I'm doing it at like, I don't know, 5 p.m., well, that's 7. So, no, that's 5. My bad. 14 hours. Anyways, I gotta finish studying my bio, but it was nice. It was nice chatting with everyone. We got like the whole gang this stream. That's crazy. Craziest stream ever, for real. But yeah, thank you for joining, and hopefully you recover from your flu, your cold very quickly, because that sounds awful. And hopefully then you have a pretty long break, because I feel like twice, like, you deserve it. Like, they gotta give you a rest, bro. I'm so glad you could join too, bro. That's why I want to do some in the evening. That way I can like catch you at better times and not like 3 a.m., 5 a.m., you know? Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, unfortunately it is ending. Also, amazing username, J is gay 69. Yeah, we just finished, I just finished my ultimate masterpiece. Let me show you my work. Oh, that's not a part of it. What layer is that on? That's not a part of it. Yeah, I just finished my masterpiece. One more hashtag ball. I don't know if it works when it's in a message. I should try to check. But yeah, anyways, it is unfortunately the stream is basically at its end, but thank you for joining anyways. Maybe oh, the baldness struck. The baldness struck. Who's more sick between the two of us? Yeah, hopefully we can make it work next time. But thank you for joining, and I don't have a date for the next one, but like I said, we'll see you again. A little surprise before we go. Hell yeah. Alright, see you.